There was no one called Isa in the planet of the
Yes,
earth.
there was no one called Yahya in the planet. It was the first name. And
Yeah,
it
yeah.
said in the Quran is the first name.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Because that's an error in the Quran.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
You just admitted that the Quran, because the Prophet Yahya, the Baptist, John the Baptist, the Quran says. Thank you very much.
No, that was after.
No, thank you very much.
Before.
You have now debunked the Quran.
Before, not after.
Exactly. No name before. Let me show you something. So
what's your point anyway?
okay, in the Quran,
Yeah.
Allah says to Mary, "You shall call your child Isa." Now, Mary was an Israelite. So the name would have been an Israelite name. So we know there's Arabic equivalents. So in the Bible, we see that the angel Gabriel comes to Mary and says, "You shall call him Yeshua, because he will be your savior." So I'm going to show you what the Arabs call him. So I'm going to go to the book of Luke first. Book 1. Okay, Luke 1:31. So now I'm going to go to Luke 1, verse 31. And it says, "And the angel said to her, 'Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God. And behold, you will conceive a son in your womb and bear a son, and you shall call his name Jesus.'" Right? So remember, Luke 1, verse 31. Now I'm going to go to the Arabic. Luke 1, verse 31. Now what does the Arabic say? What does the Arabic say? What's the name? Yeah, what's the name used?
It's not Quran, this one.
Yeah, no, this isn't the Quran. This is an Arabic Bible. But I'm asking, what is the name used here that the angel tells
Arabic,
her?
that's
Yeah,
the Bible,
but first,
Bible.
what
It's
name?
not Quran.
Yeah, but I know. I'm going to go to the Quran, but I'm asking you first. What is the name here that it says?
Yeshua.
Yeshua. Right. So now Yeshua is the Arabic of Yeshua, which was Jesus' actual name. So therefore, if we know the Arabic is Yeshua, who is Isa?
Bible. It's not
Right. So who is Isa?
It's somebody translating it.
Because what came first?
We go by the Quran. We don't go by
who
the
came
Bible.
first, the Christians or the Muslims?
What? You mean the religion?
No, yeah, in Arabia there was Christians before your prophet, right?
There was Arab in there, isn't it?
So the Christians in
it was
Arabia,
Jew and Arab
right?
and
So the
Christian.
Christians would have used the word Yeshua. So why did the Quran use the word Isa?
Because it's from God.
It can't be from God.
It's from God.
Because that's why I'm saying the word has no meaning.
No, it is from God. It has a meaning.
If it had a meaning, there would be a Jewish equivalent. And let me show you something different. Now, I'm going to show you something very...
You didn't show me anything up to now.
Right, so I'm going to show you some even more evidence. We're going to go to the book of Acts 7.
You're going to the Bible that we don't believe.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to show you
that
something.
That is the word of God.
Okay, which also our fathers that came after brought in with Jesus. So when it says Jesus, it's the word is Yeshua. So it says, which also our fathers that came after brought in with Jesus into the possession of the Gentiles, whom God drave out before the face of our fathers unto the days of David. So basically this is talking about Yeshua bin Nun. And who is Yeshua bin Nun? He's a prophet, the companion of Moses in your Quran. In your Hadith. the companion of Moses, and I'll show you. I'll go to your hadith.
So what does it mean, all these things? We got the name in the Quran from God. Is Isa ibn Maryam. Yeah? Is a creation of God.
Okay, so look at this. Yusha, right?
Yeah, Yusha.
So I'll go to the Arabic, because what I'm trying to say to you is Jesus, as I've showed you in the Bible, has the same name as Yeshua bin Nun. And in the Bible, it calls him by the same name. But when I go to the Arabic, it's not going to say Isa. It's going to say Yusha. So my question is, how can, because you said, well, the name is Isa, but I've shown you from the Bible that Yusha bin Nun and Jesus, I'm just using a distinction, had the same name. And even when I put in bin Nun, it comes out with Yusha. So then where did Isa come from if they both had the same name? He should be called Isa as well.
So you're learning something new. It's Isa. It's the latest name. It's from God.
How?
Yeah?
If they have
God is giving you another thing.
No.
You didn't get anything. You didn't get everything when you have your Torah and your
My friend,
your books. You got
say
something new because that is God.
Your name is Abdullah.
Yeah.
I can't call you Abdullat. Can I call you that?
I don't know where you're going to.
Because my point is, your name in any other name is always Abdullah. It will always mean Abdullah, slave of Allah. So I'm saying Yusha is always Yusha. You can't then say Isa because they had the same name. So how can two people, and I've shown you the Arabic, I've shown you even in the Bible, just in English to make so it makes
when
sense.
You got other names like Ishaq and Yaqub and Yaqub.
That's the Arabic version of the Hebrew name.
Say Yaqub is what is Yaqub in
we can look Yaqub in Hebrew. Let's look at it.
Jacob.
Yeah, in English.
Yeah, it's
that's why it sounds similar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's why, but that's why I showed you.
It because it's a name.
But that's why I showed.
That's my name in Arabic or my name in English or in Italian or any language is going to be the same.
Yes.
So what is it changing again?
So that's what I'm saying.
Joshua.
So, yes.
Or
becomes Yeshua, which you read in the Arabic.
Yeah.
And even in the Hadith.
I'm answering your name because he said I cannot call you Abdu something like
Abdullat.
that. Yeah.
That's a different name.
No, it's not because when they call Ishaq.
Are you the slave of Alat?
When they say Ishaq, and then you're going to translate it to Jacob or something.
No, that's
like that.
Isaac.
Isaac.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's not Ishaq, innit?
Yeah, but that's a transliteration into another language.
Yeah, but it's my name. It should not be translated.
It can be transliterated.
It should be the same name.
Right.
Your name is John. It should be John all day. You can't say it.
Because that's why you speak Arabic, and then you can translate it into English.
I can't. If
you said my name is Abdullah, you would say my name in English. So in Arabic, you will say my name in Arabic. So it's translated. It's the same with names. That's why.
The name should stay the same,
why are you talking? Look, even your own hadith goes against you.
It's not going against
because look, they've translated it.
Yeah, if they translated it.
So if what you're saying is true, how did they translate it? Wouldn't it make sense?
I don't know what you're talking about, right?
Look, you don't know what
the name that you got from the Quran is the name that God gave us.
So how can...
If he says it's Isa, it is Isa ibn Maryam.
You have to use your logic.
So
you
use your... How can Jesus be God?
How can
Jesus be God? That's what I don't understand.
How can... this is what you should understand. This is what you should try to understand first.
You can't explain.
How can
you explain to me
how can Allah...
in 60 seconds?
How can Allah...
No, in 60 seconds.
How can Allah give a prophet a name that doesn't exist?
It's because he's God. He's the one who created.
There was no one called Isa in the planet of the earth.
There was no one called Yahya in the planet. It was the first name. And it said in the Quran, is the first name.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Because that's an error in the Quran.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
You just admitted that the Quran, because the Prophet Yahya, the Baptist, John the Baptist, the Quran says. Thank you very much.
That was after.
No, thank you very much.
Before. He said before.
You have now debunked the Quran.
Before, not
exactly.
After.
You've no name before. Let me show you something.
Yeah, it's not there. It's not there.
Thank you very much. You've disproved Islam.
Unfortunately,
because you've disproved Islam.
Unfortunately for you, but fortunately for me, I have to go and pray.
You have to go
to the one God, not to Jesus.
You have to go.
Not to Moses.
Go
not to
on.
Muhammad.
You have to
I
go.
pray to
You
one
have to go.
God.
You have to go
And
because you realize
hopefully
that there's an error
one
in the
day,
Quran.
One God
Okay.
gonna show you the way.
You
You've already been shown the way anyway. So the ball is in your court.
Black stone.
Say it again?
A black stone. Will he show you the way to?
Yeah.
A stone?
Stone, what stone? What is he talking about?
Okay, you have just disproved Islam, and I'm going to
I
show
did.
you before you go. Now, you admitted, and for people who don't know, the Quran says, I'm giving you the name Yahya, which is John, and no one else has had this name before. What does that name say?
That's John.
Right, which is Yahya. What year does it say he was lived?
Is that
164b.
Is that
Yes,
Yahya?
because John the Baptist was
that
Yahya.
John? Yahya.
Yes. So look at when he
So
lived.
why is he John there? Why is he not Yahya?
Because this is in English.
Why is he in English? It's a name.
Because
Yeah, it's Arabic. You know.
exactly. So now he lived in 164 BC. So how can your Quran say
That's why-
no one else has been named John before?
That's why
And I've now given him
We
evidence of a
don't
high
believe
priest
in the Bible
in Judaism.
because according even to you,
Yeah.
the Bible is not the word of God.
My friend, don't divert.
It's not the word of
Don't
God.
divert.
The Bible
Don't
was written by
divert.
man.
Don't divert.
Was written by man.
Who wrote the Quran?
You don't ever
Who wrote the
know
Quran?
name.
Who wrote the Quran?
You got
Who wrote the Quran?
Paul.
Who wrote the Quran?
You got Paul.
Who wrote the
which you
Quran?
don't know his family
Who
name.
who
you
wrote the
don't know
Quran?
Nothing about
Who wrote the
him.
Quran?
So that's why it's
Who
not
wrote the
reliable.
Quran?
When you have the
Who wrote the
Bible,
Quran?
it's not reliable.
Who wrote the Quran?
So we
Who
go
wrote the Quran?
by the Quran.
Who wrote the Quran?
The literal
Who
word
wrote the
of God.
Quran? Who you say
Dots
you don't
by
know?
dots.
But I'll go
That
back
is
to
what
my
is
point.
it.
You
That
have
is the Quran.
you have just disproved
That's why
Islam.
you should follow the book.
Answer my
Of the
question.
truth.
Answer my question.
I'm going to pray.
Go and pray.
I don't have
Why are you
time.
running away?
See ya, bye bye.
Why are you running away?
Jesus
Answer
is
my
not God.
question. Answer
That's
my
the
question.
worst thing to do.
Answer my question.
Is
You,
to
you
say
see?
Jesus is God.
You
Jesus
can't
is
answer
like
my-
this man.
answer my question.
Exactly like this man.
Answer my
he used
question.
to eat food.
My
and
friend,
he used to
answer
go
my
toilets.
question.
That
You
is
see,
Jesus.
he is now. You've disproved Islam.
Adios.
And you see,
Adios, amigo.
he disproved Islam by trying to bring a refutation to myself. We were talking about the name Isa, that it doesn't have a Hebrew equivalent because it's a made-up name. We went to the Arabic Bible and it says Yeshua. So that is the Arabic name, not Isa. Isa is a non-existent name because there is no Hebrew equivalent. So then he tried to say, for some reason, he went to Yahya, which is John the Baptist. And in the Quran, it says Allah told Zachariah to call him Yahya because no one else has been called Yahya before. But actually, when we go to history, there is someone called John Hyrcanus, who was the high priest, born in 164 BC. So how can the Quran say there was no one called John before? This is an error in the Quran, which he just brought up. So that's why when he realized the mistake and I caught him out, he said it's time for
What
prayers.
surah and ayah was that?